New day, work day. This is the day. My plan is to get my emergency hatches ripped out and replaced with a couple Maxxair fans. A couple things to tackle, of course. Emergency hatches. If you're in the middle of a bus build, you probably already know this. They're a 24-inch by 24-inch opening. And then Maxxair fans, like most RV fans, are a 14-inch by 14-inch opening, which means I've got to take 24 inches and pare it down to 14 inches. Not super tricky when you've got some sheet metal and a friend that's really good at cutting squares. So, a buddy of mine has a plasma cutter. Gave me actually a 27-inch by 27-inch square so that I've got space to screw down into the structure underneath, and then gave me the 14 by 14-inch opening, which ought to let my Maxxair fan just drop right down inside of that, no problem. So getting the emergency hatches cut out, ground out actually, get those ripped up, cleaned off, and then I'll get those panels put on, and then hopefully my Maxxair fans installed. I'm going to do one at a time because the weather's a little iffy today, and I don't want to get caught with my pants down or with my roof open. Take whatever adage you would like. So, get up on the roof and we'll get cranking on this. How's it going, boy? You good? Show me those moves. Hey. Okay, so got one out, and I apologize for not recording, but I was up on the roof with all my tools and realized I didn't have a card in the camera, which is always fun. And since I was up here and knee deep in it already, I thought I'd do one, and then I'll treat you to the joy of the next one. So, I mean, it's good, right? But tons of butyl tape and sealant under here. So I got to get all this pulled off, get these rivets popped through, and just get this area just generally cleaned before I put down the new square piece of sheet metal that I got. It's a lot of work, I'm not gonna lie. It's a lot of work. This the skoolie world gets a little bit romanticized sometimes, and it's awesome. But I'm telling you what, there's a lot of work that goes into it if you want it to be done what I would consider right. So it looks like this is going to be pretty nice to install. I saw this on a couple different videos. So you have your main unit here, which you can actually set aside, hopefully without breaking, and instead work to start with on just the piece that's going to actually drop into that opening. And then these clips are going to receive the fan itself once you're ready to go. The nice thing about that is you don't have to try to install this while it's connected to this. It'd be really hard, especially along some of these holes, because of the extension piece off the back. So what a great plan in terms of manufacturing something that, again, can be done sort of separate from the unit being the unit being separate from this top piece itself, which will be nice. So I'm gonna take this up on the roof and get cranking on getting that installed up into that. So in our original bus, we did not go with the Maxxair option. In fact, I don't even know if I remember seeing these 5 years ago. They probably were there. I just don't remember that being an option. We went with the Fantastic fan, which is pretty much the other traditional option that most people go with. Manual crank to open, 3-speed, temperature gauge if you want a thermostat set up for the fan to automatically turn on and off. And then this is the big reason why people go with these. The ability to, of course, and this would go for any vent fan, the ability to reverse, so pull air down versus push air out. And of course, if you have two of them and you're running one pulling fresh air in and one pushing the cabin air out, you create just a really nice airflow. And the cool thing about the Gillig Phantom is the location of these two emergency hatches are really in the front and almost 3/4 of the way to the back. And so depending on which one you run pulling in and which one you run pushing out, there's just going to be some really, really good airflow happening all in all throughout the entire bus itself. So gonna get this ring installed in here. Oh, I'm done. And then we'll put that piece up on top. This is gonna go pretty fast. I mean, that's the nice thing about having your cutout already done. I'll put some more butyl tape on the bottom of these edges, drill some holes, screw it down, and then we'll get some lap sealant on all of it and we should be good to go. I just felt a little sprinkle, so maybe we've got some rain coming, so I'm gonna get cranking on this as soon as I can. Well, we're getting this ring down. I'll tell you, one of the things that drives me most crazy are stainless steel screws and how crummy they are, how easily they either get their head stripped off or the threads themselves. And I know, just gotta go be careful or use a bigger drill head. The problem is when you're going through a piece of steel through a piece of aluminum into plywood underneath, there's just a lot of places for threads to get stripped. So this is my butyl caulk that I used too much of, that I peeled off, and then these are all the screws that have stripped out in an attempt to get this ring on. It's all good. We'll get her attached here soon, but I'm blowing through screws. I got out some of my self-tapping screws, which ought to make it a little bit easier, but we're getting close. We're making headway. Then we're gonna wrap it up for the day and maybe try to do the other one tomorrow.